Hey, it's MK, and I am here with an off-the-board layout for you guys today. And today I am using another color scheme that I just fell in love with. I also am using my old week 1 kit from April 2025, Kit Conspiracy. So here are all of the leftovers. I usually don't do a kit share leftover, but at the end of every Kit Conspiracy, we try to do what's called a mashup, where we take all the contents left over and create a layout or two depending on how many days are left in the end of the week. But in April, there wasn't really any days left over. So I'm just sharing with you guys what I have as far as leftovers are within this kit. So I have a bag, or I should say a embellishment bag full of nothing but scrap pieces of paper, or the smaller scraps of paper, but then it looks like I've got a couple of die cuts in there as well. And then I have a die cut pack that has a mishmash of all different kinds of things in it. I've got the words from one of Coco Vanilla's kits. I also have another mishmash of embellishments here. I must have split them up somewhere and they're all mixed up, you guys, about 3 different kits. Also, I have a couple of sticker sheets from 3 different Coco Vanilla sets as well. And I thought I would bring these in for the tiny word stickers. I really didn't plan on using any of the other stickers, but I planned on using the tiny word stickers. I don't know if I'll end up using any of these chipboard pieces, but it was also left over in my kit. I just dumped out the whole kit, you guys, and this is what I have. I also have some strips that are a little bit too long to fit in my little bag, but most of them are branding strips, but now that I'm looking at them, none of them are branding strips. They're all just leftovers. I thought they were branding strips, but they're not. And then I have a ton of photos. These are the last of the photos that I had when we went to the hidden caves. And these are all of the little, every time that they found an archaeological artifact, or a piece of something, they marked it with these little tags, and they are all over the place. And at each depth, they are also marked as well. And so it says how deep they are, and then the date that they found it. And then there was another number on there, but now I don't remember what it is. So I apologize about that. And I thought it was kind of cool to go ahead and finish up these pictures here using this kit, because this is the kit that I used for all of the other, like the hike up to the cave that we went into and all the good stuff there. So I thought it would be a perfect ending to this series of photos. And then I brought in one more of these shimmery copper pieces from Stampin' Up! And then I have 2 white pieces of cardstock, also from Stampin' Up! It's their new Whisper White, which is the old Coco Vanilla. I also have lots of, I have a lot of footage that got lost because I didn't realize my camera ran out of memory. So long story short, I have a different type of grid layout for you guys today. Normally I'm doing these faux pocket pages, and I have all the same orientation of photos. And this one I did not. This one I had a mix of horizontal as well as vertical. And so I decided to go ahead and have my vertical going down on the bottom and my horizontal up at the top, seeing how it's where we were still entering the cave and then getting to the cave, close-up pictures and all that good stuff. So just a super fun way. And then I used all those branding or border strips. They're not branding. I used all those border strips to go ahead and fill in that gap. It was absolutely the perfect amount, actually, to fill in that gap. And then for the tree border, I went ahead and I didn't necessarily rip it. What I did was I used my distressing tool to distress it, and then I used my fingers to dip it in wherever the trees had a little bit smaller bit. So I made it jaggedy like that instead of actually ripping the border. And now I have 2 arrows and then a little, I guess a label that has 1, 2, and 3 on it. The 1, 2, and 3 really don't have any representation other than the fact that they are numbers that go with the numbers of the tags, right? That you really can't see. I could get up close and personal to the tags, but I should have took a picture of one of the tags. Like I should have picked it up, held it, and took a picture, but I did not. But yes, that is basically all that the numbers represent, are the numbers that are on the little tags, indicating where they found something, whether it was a change in the rock or an artifact or any different kind of thing that they could have found inside this cave. And you guys, we are deep in this cave. So you walk in and then you go down a ramp, and then the cave goes, or the digging and the findings go farther down, down, down. And then that's why all this light is here, so we can see and we're not, in the dark. All right. And then I am just finding dead spaces, which is basically the rock wall, to figure out where all of my embellishments are. And I didn't want my embellishments to be in the exact same spot per row of photos, but I knew I wanted to place an embellishment of some sort within each of the photos. And I technically found a tiny word sticker based off of one that was relevant to the photos. So unbelievable. Did you see that? And then I can't remember, my hand's in the way for the third one, but things like that represent what we were looking at, what we were feeling, things like that. Oh, the word is awesome. That's cool. And then of course my label that I chose, it says explore the great outdoors. I know we're not outside, but these are still within the outdoors, right? It's a cave outside. It's not in my house. And but according to what the archaeologists found in this cave is that I can't remember exactly the years, the year that they started finding things, not the year they started the dig, but when they started the dig, that's when they could date how long or when the last. Oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? When they started the dig, their first archaeological find was when they could date when the last time that cave was used. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And then they just kept going farther and farther and farther to see, that it was used for centuries, you guys. I'm not even going to kid on that one, but it was used for a very, very long time. And I cannot remember the exact year of when they said, as far as they are, but they're still not done digging in this cave. So this is just when we happen to be there and where they were stopped at the time. But it is still an active archaeological site, which I thought was pretty stinking cool. So anyways, and it was very cold in this cave, by the way, especially when you got out of the heat and then went down into the depths, and the farther down you went, the colder it went. And what's really cool is you travel up to, so we went down into the valley, up to another cave, and then up to this cave. And when I say down into the valley, that valley used to be a body of water. It used to be the Lahontan. I say it wrong every time, but it's the Lahontan Reservoir. And now the reservoir has shrunk back and is the lake that it is. But it used to take up this whole valley below Fallon, I think is where it's at. I think it's below Fallon. But I could be wrong. It could be just next to Fallon. As far as, north, south, east, and west goes. But anyways, so for this one, I chose this very vibrant, very colorful pattern, this rainbow. I love this rainbow, by the way. I hope Coco Vanilla comes out with another color scheme like this one, because I love these brightnesses. They're not quite pastel-y. They're not quite neon color, but it is just a good color. But I chose these because of my daughter's tights. Now, I don't know exactly what color my daughter's tights are, but the stripes on them reminded me of the stripes on this pattern paper. And so I thought it was absolutely perfect to bring a little bit of color to what normally is pretty dull, because men wear boring clothes. I mean, really, yes, one of my sons is wearing a bright red shirt, but other than that, it's brown and blue and white. Boring. So I'm grateful for my daughter's leggings and them being awfully bright, because then I could bring in all of these colors. and brighten up this layout a little bit. Okay, I wanted to decorate this last little photo here. Now, these are my two sons and my husband standing at the very bottom of the cave, and I'm up on the platform that you walk to get down to the bottom of the cave, or where they have stopped digging at the moment. So that's why I say the bottom. It's fabulous how they can square it out like that. I was just floored and blown away by how smooth the rocks were, because they chip it off. It's almost like they're using, a butter knife to slice out the grooves in there. And also by the packed form of the cave and how packed each layer is, they can also see, they can date it that way as well. The lines in the dirt and whatnot. So I thought that was pretty cool too. So anyways, I decided to go ahead and bring something over to this left side, so that way my photo doesn't look like it's just floating off into space or getting ready to fly off the edge of the page. And I'm just using what I had as far as ripped off papers, right? So I ripped off and scuffed up some of these edges and whatnot, and that way I can go ahead and just have some really cool things. So by the way, this layout is Monday's layout, and I'm supposed to have a Messy Monday video for you guys. I don't. I completely forgot. I got so excited to play with these papers and these colors with these very dull colored photos. They're not dull photos, but there's not a lot of color. I mean, rocks are rocks, right? And unless I'm taking pictures of geodes, they're very, very boring. And so I just got so excited that I completely forgot. Even when I do a little bit of mixed media on my white space, I still forgot what our focus product was. So I apologize, but I will bring in and I will make it up to you guys on the next video. I promise. I will not leave out a Messy Monday. I will have a Messy Monday, even though it won't be on a Monday. But I did want to point that out to you guys, because normally I would be doing and playing with our product. So our product for this month is pastes, all different kinds of pastes. And pastes come in different manufacturers. They come in different bottles. They come in just all different kinds of, you can get a glimmer paste, you can get a shimmer paste, you can get a flat paste, you can get an opaque paste, you can, oh my goodness. The sky is the limit on pastes, you guys. Now, I personally stopped buying pastes because it seems like if I don't use them one layout after another, then they dry up and I no longer am able to use it. And I spent X amount of dollars on a jar that is monstrous, for one, on a product that now is a hockey puck in a jar that I can't even use for hockey. But yeah, I've never understood that, but I also don't use them often enough to use them up. So I can't really get mad anyway. It is a product that I thought I would use a lot, and I really don't, in all honesty. I tend to stick to certain products and make those work for the media that I am looking for, the mixed media part or the color splash that I am looking for. But yeah, we thought that we would not leave pastes out, because a lot of people are either new to pastes or they are, have collected, they're paste collectors and just want some ideas on them. And when I add the mixed media, I am going to talk to the point where I definitely could have used the paste and brought it in for the where I add the mixed media. For sure, it definitely would have worked. I just chose not to. I got lazy and I picked out what was on my desk instead of went and got the product I was supposed to get. So my bad. I will, hi, my name is MK, and I mess up sometimes. So these are cut apart. That was part of one of the Cocoa Vanilla collections. And I am just finishing off. I only had those 3 cut apart words. I'm going to save 2 for another time. I do plan on using this kit again, because I think I have one more piece of paper in this conspiracy kit. And so I will definitely be using it up. For sure. I'm so excited to use up all these leftover things on my desk, you guys. I really, really am. So in case this is your first video watching from me, I just wanted to let you know that because this is off the board, I got a little idea in my head because I have collected lots of things since January. On my desk. And so I have decided to use what is on my desk, and I've been calling it off my desk because I'm playing off the board, right? It's just a little play on words, but I have lots of leftover page kits from January and February. I have lots of paper kits left over from Kit Conspiracy and counterfeit kits. And then, of course, I already said page kits, but I also have embellishments and things like that left over from a couple other things as well. So I'm excited. It might all be stuff that you guys have seen before because like I said, I've been playing with it since January all the way up to June. But I do want to use them up instead of just put them away and bring them out later, right? That'll be fun. Okay, so here's another thing also that is representing the little tags that are on the wall are these little numbers. These little numbers came from a die cut pack from Cocoa Vanilla. And I just thought, oh my gosh, they are the perfect representation for those little tags. Now, I could have gone into my stash, because again, I'm trying to work with what's on my desk. That's why I did not. But I could have gone into my stash and actually pulled out little tags that look just like this. They're a little smaller because they're made for scrapbooking. But I could have added those as well and had those hanging from my little twine that I have. I might go and get one. I know I don't have one now, but I might go and get one to do from some journaling on and hang it from my stringama-thing that is just a decoration over on my right-hand page. Sorry, I had to hold up my fingers to see which one made an L and figure out that is the right-hand page. The little twine is actually from my Kit Conspiracy kit, but again, they are sitting on a tray in front of me on my desk. So I am using those as well and bringing them in because it was just a fun little way to add a little bit more to these clusters because I felt like the clusters were missing some things. But I definitely wanted to add those little numbers because I had 2 sets of them for some reason. Okay, so here's the mixed media. And again, being lazy, I just grabbed my blending tool, whatever color was left on that tool last, because you guys know me, I don't clean up my tools. I should. I really, really should. But I'm just going around my photos, around my embellishments. I'm trying my hardest not to get anything on my papers and whatnot. And yeah, that is all that I have for you guys. And again, that would have been the perfect opportunity to very quickly add a little bit of paste, but I didn't. I still could go back and add paste, but that wouldn't be fair to you guys because you guys want to see me actually use it, right? So again, look out for that video. It's going to be the next one coming up. I just don't know what day yet. But it will be coming up, I promise. All right, you guys, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciated it. I had so much fun, and I've been really loving making these faux pocket pages a lot, you guys. I have a ton of these photos, and it just goes by faster not making the pocket pages, but I still have a ton of pocket pages. I definitely could have, but with these types of layouts without having any 4x6 photos, then these ones are working for me and they're working out beautifully and I love them. All right, you guys, again, I said thank you, but I'm going to say thank you enough. I cannot say thank you enough because without you guys, I wouldn't have a channel, honestly. Well, I would, but it'd be very boring talking to myself. And now knowing all of you guys are out there, I just love knowing that I'm talking to you guys. I really do. All right, you guys, again, don't forget to check out all the links that I have down below. I've got Off the Board playlist. I have a Kit Conspiracy playlist as well, if you guys want to go and check that out. And then, of course, as always, thank you. And I will see you guys next time. All right, bye.